Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/Entitled Parents. In today's episode, Crazy Entitled Aunt and the Italian Restaurant. My sister cut off the family at arm's length. Stepmom still acts as though I want to call her mom. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Crazy Entitled Aunt and the Italian Restaurant. This happened almost 40 years ago. I'm posting it as a thanks for reading the other stories. This one is more funny and entitled rather than infuriating and entitled. My immediate family was, for the most part, perfectly normal and boring. We were not prone to outbursts and tantrums. It was very calm and quiet. Everyone got along and we were pretty happy with our boredom. I tell you that so you understand that I had absolutely no experience at all with people prone to screaming fits. You should also know that I suffer from a case of terminal morbid curiosity. I also don't give a shit. Never did. Never saw the fun in it. This happened when we were visiting for Great Auntie's funeral. I was 12. CA insisted that we all go out to dinner at her favorite Italian restaurant. It was just the best, she said so, and she was never wrong. The gimmick here was a little flag of Italy on the table. When you wanted more dinner rolls, you raised the flag. This is important. Flag up, you get rolls. Flag down, no rolls. Remember that. The 6 of us are seated, they take our drink order and bring the bread basket. The cast has a new member, PU, for my poor long-suffering uncle who will one day be made a saint for being married to CA for over 20 years. Some of you commented in my first post that he was an enabler. He wasn't. He was a victim as well. He couldn't leave her without leaving Emily. It started with the drink order. CA, we will have 5 sweet teas. Dad, I'll have a Coke. Mom, I'll have a Coke. Me, tea, no sugar, this is a mortal sin in the South. CA, don't be silly, you can't have sweet tea without sugar. Me, I don't like sugar. CA, that's stupid. Bring her sweet tea. Waitress, winked at me, yes, ma'am. PU, I think I'd like a Coke as well. Emily, I'd like a Coke. CA, we drink Pepsi, not Coke. We are having sweet tea. The waitress brought us our requested drinks. CA was growing agitated. CA likes to control everything and everyone. So she told us what to order for dinner. I'm not going to get into an ethical debate here, but I refuse to eat veal. She demanded we all have the veal. I refused. I knew this would set her off, but, oh well. I'm not eating veal. My parents, after I had explained to them years earlier why I would not eat veal, refused to eat it as well. Did I mention I get my I don't give a shit quality from my parents? Well, they didn't give a shit either. They were perfectly capable of ordering whatever the hell they wanted. So they did. I had lasagna. It was good. My mother's was better. Once we ordered what we wanted, it emboldened PU and he stepped out of line and ordered something else as well. CA was not having IT. CA, you are getting the veal. PU, no, I feel like something else tonight. CA, the veal is the best. PU, I still want something else. CA, you won't like it. PU, I'm sure I will. CA, you don't know what you are talking about. PU, I know what I like. CA, well, you can't have it. PU, yes, I can. CA, I said no. PU, well, I'm ordering it. CA, you always get the veal. PU, because it's your favorite and you make me. I don't even like Italian food. CA, yes you do, it's your favorite. PU, I want the lasagna. CA, damn it, PU, order what I tell you to order. PU, no. Lasagna. Emily, I'll have the lasagna too. CA, you can't have that, you are allergic. Emily, no, I'm not. CA, I'm your mother, I know what you can and can't eat. CA, to the waitress, bring her the veal. The whole time this is going on I am looking from one to the other like watching a tennis match. Back and forth, with the pitch of her voice getting more and more shrill with each sentence. I was fairly certain that when we left Bats would have been summoned. I'm just watching them and eating a dinner roll. The food arrives and everyone got what they wanted, even Emily, much to the fury of CA. Then it happens. PU raises the flag. CA puts it down. PU puts it back up. CA takes it back down. Up and down, up and down. I see the bread guy hovering at the edge of the table, waiting. Flag goes up and he rushes in to drop off the new basket before it can go back down. CA grabs the basket and throws it at the kid that delivered it. To save time in typing, every time CA speaks, the flag goes down. The rest of the time it goes up. CA, you don't need any more bread. PU, but I want more. CA, I said no. PU, I'm an adult, I can have more bread if I want. CA, no you can't. PU, why, just tell me why I can't have more bread. CA, because I said so. You aren't listening to me. PU, I'm hungry and want more bread. CA, you wouldn't be if you had ordered the veal. PU, yes I would. I always am, but you never let me have more bread. Tonight I get more. Me, I want some more bread too. CA, no, you have had enough. Me, no, I really think I want more. CA, well you are wrong. Me, you seem upset. CA, that's because you people aren't listening to me. Me, yes we are. We just don't care. We want more bread. Dad, to me while trying not to laugh at how absurd this is, you aren't helping. Me, I think you want more bread too. At this point, the whole place is watching our table and the battle over the flag. I'm fairly sure there were people taking bets to see who would win. In the middle of the confusion, a nice lady sitting at another table nearest Emily tapped her and slipped their fresh bread basket to her. Emily took a roll and slipped it to me. I took one and slipped it to my father, then it went to my mother who, after taking a roll for herself, slipped one onto PU's plate. CA saw it and grabbed for it. PU was faster. He shoved the whole thing into his mouth at once. It was a big roll. The waitress approached the table to check to see if we needed anything. Xanax was unfortunately not on the menu, and CA demanded she bring the check. Me, I want dessert. Chocolate cake. PU, sounds great. I'll have some. Emily, me too. Dad, I'll have apple pie. Mom, I'll have cheesecake. Bring cheesecake for CA. She loves cheesecake. CA, no. We are not having dessert. We are getting the check and leaving. Now. Dad, no, we aren't. CA, well I'm leaving. You can all walk home. Dad, I drove. It's our car. CA, I know, give me the keys. Dad. Nope. CA, you have to give me the keys. I live here. You are just visiting. Dad, yes, I'm just visiting. With my family. In our car. CA, it's my state. Dad, I don't care. It's my car and you can't have it. You're a terrible driver anyway. CA, no I'm not. Dad, you drive the wrong way on the freeway. CA, no I don't. It's the other cars going the wrong way. Dad, you get lost in your own neighborhood. CA, not always. Dad, you are not driving my car. CA, yes I am. Dad, no you aren't. That, ladies and gentlemen, continued while we ate dessert, paid the check my father was buying, as we walked to the car, and for the entire trip back to their house. My father drove. We dropped them off and went back to our hotel room. Dad, has your sister always been this crazy? Mom, no, it started when she was about 3. Dad, what happened? Mom, she started speaking in complete sentences. Dad, Dude. This is the funniest thing I have ever read. That's for sharing this story. Very difficult to try not laugh on a bus full of people, but the back and forth of the flag really got me. Laughing face. This is beautiful, especially your mom's response at the end. She started talking in complete sentences. Bring cheesecake for CA. She loves cheesecake by your mom is my favorite line. So funny. And the rest of the table loves anything that will fill CA's hate hole for a few seconds. It would be the cherry on top if mom knew CA was lactose intolerant and or actually hated cheesecake. I had lasagna. It was good. My mother's was better. I love it, food always tastes better from your parents' plate. Laughing face. Damn mate, that must have been rough. Has she learned from this, or was she still entitled? My sister cut off the family at arm's length. I told my grandmother and great aunt the truth as to why my sister and I don't speak with our dad. My sister has completely cut communication, I have given it arm's length. My aunt wrote me, and this was the highlight/quarter of the letter. I do not hear from at all. Any problems she should be able to deal with them at 35 and 2 kids. Too many years go by and she will see what she missed. Growing up, we openly discussed our issues. We have been very vocal about what our deal is. We have family photos of their family that we clearly were never in. Yet magically it's our fault. This sub thankfully helps me see it isn't us but them, and it's a common issue. Tell your aunt that some bridges can never be repaired once they are totally burned. Somewhere along the line you will get the blood is thicker than water statement. Let them know that the full quote is actually the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, meaning the bonds you form by choice are stronger than those you were born into. And the syrup of Canadians is thicker than all. I guess aunt only wants to hear that all is perfect. Tell aunt, take it up with your sister, you will not be her flying monkey. Sounds like she dealt with the problem by cutting it off. Aunt just doesn't want to admit that the problem was herself and her family. Stepmom still acts as though I want to call her mom. Hello y'all, if you've seen my previous posts on this sub, you know what the hell my family is like, my dad's side anyway. I've already moved out and I'm living happier and not as healthy as I should. Anyway, here we go. So I went to my dad's house for a barbecue a couple of weeks ago. Me and my dad were just having fun and chilling out back, chatting about the new things on our lives. I was chilling with my grandpa who was in town for the weekend. But my stepmom was kinda hurt I wouldn't call her by a name. I'm uncomfortable calling her mom and I don't want to offend her by calling her by her name. She hates it when I don't call her by a name and only speak to her when she speaks to me first. She then tells me, you can still call me mom, you know. This threw me off. I never wanted to call her mom. My dad made me for 12 years and I got sick of it. I just told her I'm not comfortable calling her a name as I don't know what to call her. She just stared at me blankly. She tried to convince me it's okay to call her mom. I don't want to, it makes me uncomfortable. I don't call my stepdad, Dad. I've tried and it made me have a weird feeling, and he completely understands that that's not the relationship we have. Me and my mom's relationship is more important in his eyes. Stepmom tries to push the idea and I just try and give my dad a look that says, I'm uncomfortable, please make her stop. He agrees with her and now I don't know what to do. I'm not gonna call her mom, but if she's gonna try something else, she works in law and that scares me because she has access to a lawyer for free while I have to pay. Sorry for the rant, sorry if anything is confusing, I will clear things up in the comments and I hope y'all have a fantastic life. Just say, yes, mommy dearest, to everything she says. Someone around her will understand. I watched that movie and cried. My mom watched that movie and laughed. And she wonders why I'm extremely LC. Your stepmom may work in law, but what does that have to do with this situation? You're an adult. She's your dad's wife. You don't have to call her anything but her name. If you don't call her mom, there's nothing she can do. You haven't broken any law that I know of. Going forward, say this. I am not going to call you mom because you are not my mom. The only thing I'm going to call you by is your name. If you continue to push this issue, I'm not going to call you anything because you will no longer be a part of my life. That's what I didn't get. So what, she works in law, what's she going to do? Sue him for not calling her mom? I don't believe she'd have a case and any attorney would laugh if she brought it up to them. Simple, start calling her stepmom. She doesn't care about your boundaries and won't be happy until you call her mom, so start calling her stepmom. She can't be unhappy you don't know what to call her anymore. If she or your dad say she is your mom, laugh like it's ridiculous and say, when she has never been my mom, you used to force me into saying it but it was never true and I'm too old to be bullied by you. You both insist I call her mom, so stepmom is the closest compromise I will make. After all, it was stepmom and you that pushed for me to call her by name. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.